Hey guys, welcome back to Khanvolution. My name's Khan, and right now I'm going to be sitting down as sort of like an update to where I am in the Wheel of Time book series, as well as a reaction to some of the Wheel of Time shorts, specifically episodes 2 and 3. I figured this is a way of like a sort of primary video jumping into like, which I'll hopefully upload next week, my review of the second book, The Wheel of Time, The Great Hunt, which I did finish, I think about a week and a half back, and I've started the Dragon Reborn book 3 of the Wheel of Time since then. So I'm very excited for that, and I really liked The Great Hunt. I thought The Great Hunt book was much better than The Eye of the World in general, in my opinion, of course. But I'm going to be coming out with like a full scoped review, like the first video that I uploaded in a couple of days. So after I get my thoughts more close up together, I've been like making a list of stuff I need to talk about, and hopefully stuff for season 2. I think the season 2 of the series just wrapped filming very recently, so I'm very excited to see what their adaptation is like going to be in the next season. I'm optimistic for it because at least they won't have the whole COVID crisis striking in the middle of their production, and they'll have like the casting still somewhat solidified, and I'm sure they're taking a lot of creative liberties with the series going forward. But in my I'm very much excited for the series in general, because I think of it as an adaptation, not the adaptation of the books. I think since I still have much of the books to read, I'm still like enjoying going through them as like as its own thing, and then I'm happy to enjoy the show as its own thing, you know what I'm saying. But I'm very much excited for all the Wheel of Time extra other content that's out there in the vast multiverse of Wheel of Time story, which we gotta talk about the freaking multiverse when we talk about the Great Hunt, man. Oh man, that's some cool shit. There's some good juicy lore in there, bro. Lore. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive into some animated shorts, which give us a little bit more lore into some of these videos. All right, in 3, 2, 1, sun. I love the art style. The art style is so good. I wish the whole series was in this art style. So grim and dark, just how I like my fantasy.
Closer.
Oh, so the warder's training. Blood and ashes. Blood and bloody ashes. God, Matt says that so much.
On your feet.
Dude, look at the atmosphere. I love like the art design for this.
Jerome Gaidin.
Oh, I've heard that name before. Yeah, the greatest swordsman.
Greatest swordsman. A man without history. Only legends pass through the ranks of the warders. His prowess with a sword knew no equal.
Ho 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 ho.
In battle, all who should cross him found themselves at the far end of his blade. Save one.
Yeah, the story of the
Victories and
and a single loss, right?
To a farmer with a wooden
quarterstaff. Yeah, that's so cool to be able to see it.
A legacy.
This is basically like Matt's story. Like Matt fights
Never again underestimate your fellow man. Respect the wielder, not the weapon.
not the weapon.
Who is the greatest blade master of all time?
Yeah. It's like you can never be too careful. Always be wary of your opponent, no matter how powerful your skills are. Wow, that's so cool, man. Anyways, yeah, the reason I really like this is because, okay, so technically we're in the book 3, like obviously I'm going to do a book 3 review when I completely finish it, but there's a lot of Matt and Perrin in book 3. So like I left off where I am in the book 3 itself is like Matt is I don't want to spoil too much, but Matt is showing off some of his skills. You know what I'm saying? He's becoming more of a protagonist, more of like a lead character in this storyline, and he fights some guys. And you know, we hear a little bit of story of like, you know, Jerome Gaiden and like, you know, his battle prowess and how he lost the only battle he ever lost to was a man with a quarterstaff, and lo and behold, what does Matt use? You know. But it's a really cool story that sort of signifies the message that, you know, no matter how strong or powerful you are, you have to always be you know, even though you're powerful, you still want to maintain a certain level of humility in combat. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into the 4th episode, which is saidin and saidar. Ooh, okay.
Born in the spine of the world, its waters flow almost entirely unimpeded, until it finds itself here, when the island of Khanvolution splits the mighty river Eveningland into 2 halves.
Okay.
Thousands of years ago, long before the walls of our great city were razed by Ogier hands, there existed a great era of humanity.
Oh, the Age of Legends, right? This is so cool. This is so
cool. The Age of
cool.
Legends was a time of advancement.
Right.
Philosophy,
Damn.
science, technology. What little knowledge survived the breaking alludes to incredible progress. Society benefited through true collaboration as female and male Aes Sedai worked together with each half of the one power. saidar and saidin, woman and man, halves of the whole. 2 paths from the same source, the true source. When men touch saidin, it's wild and unwieldy, a raging torrent resisting. And after the Dark One corrupted saidin, the madness is unavoidable.
Ooh, shit, look at that.
Stream, the 2 cannot be separated.
Shit.
When women touch the true source with saidar, we surrender and guide. In its gentleness, we find its infinite power.
That's why the person, you know, a woman who uses saidar cannot teach saidin.
My daughters, let us begin.
My daughters. So she's the Emerald seed, I'm guessing?
The only thing in your mind is the bud of the flower. Only that. You can see every detail, every vein, every leaf, every curve. Feel it, know it. You and the bud are one.
Damn. That's so dope, man. That's so dope. I like it. I like it. Wheel of Time origin shorts. That's so great. The craziest. Okay, you know what? While I was reading through the Wheel of Time books, and I'll delve into it more in my reviews, but like I had a crazy theory at one point, is that, you know, obviously saidin and saidar are very polar opposites of like wielding the one power, right? They both require very different mindsets to be able to utilize properly. So I thought, like, you know, how crazy would it be if like the taint that the Dark One placed on saidin is that what if it just threw in a little bit of saidar in it? It was just a theory I had. I know it's like, you know, it's nothing like, you know, I like, because what if like, imagine if just a little bit of saidar jumped into saidin and men just couldn't comprehend it, and it's sort of the two like are basically like opposite forces that just can't collide, and that itself causes the madness. Like, what if the Dark One's taint isn't what's caused the madness, but what if it's just the, you know, what if he just like opened a little channel where a little bit of saidar jumps into saidin and men just can't comprehend it, and that very strange, you know, otherworldly alien force within their normally Saidin, it just completely make their mind go bonkers. Whereas the rest of the humanity sort of identifies the madness as being, oh, it's the Dark One's taint. Whereas the Dark One is like much more like cunning. Is like, no, I didn't do jack shit. I just opened a little bit of, you know, Saidar into your Saidin so you can't understand what the hell's going on. It's gonna drive you mad. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like a breaking of like I always thought of it as like, you know, the men cannot comprehend the power that they once used to, because it's something's totally different and opposite. You know, I like the where I am in the books, like, you know, that's just a theory I have. That's just a theory. I don't even put too much backing on it, but it's just an idea I had. But the reading the books and understanding like Saidin and Saidar, mainly through the Tar Valon chapters, it kind of got me thinking into like what these two halves really represent. Obviously, much very well described in these shorts, of course, but and very well animated. I wish the whole Wheel of Time series could be drawn out like this. It would be so epic and crazy, you know. But yeah, like the more I read, the more I figure out a little bit more, piece together the, you know, what the crazy thing about like Saidin and Saidar, and sort of how it's both sides are very much controlled by one's emotion and mental well-being, because, you know, you have to have that sort of composure, or in Nynaeve's case is like a certain level of mental, you know, fatigue and like anger to be able to summon the one power. But for every character it's kind of different, you know, at least that's what I'm noticing. But yeah, anyways, what did you guys think? Leave your comments down below. Stick around, I'll be doing a review for the Wheel of Time, The Great Hunt. What did you guys think about my theory of like, you know, how if the Dark One, like, you know, if the Dark One chose to like throw in a little bit of Saidar into Saidin, if it was possible to act as the taint that, you know, or be identified as the taint, you know, is instead of the Dark One like you using his life force or his power to, you know, cause the madness itself. What if it was something much more simpler and much more elusive than that? I'm not explaining it all that well, but I hope you guys understand. But yeah, well, what did you guys think? Leave your comments down below. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day or a wonderful night wherever you guys are, and look forward to my The Great Hunt review dropping in a few days. I'll see you guys later then. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe, hit that like button, and feel free to share the video, and I'll see you guys next time.